Hey, welcome back to Lamb Chop Builds. How are you today? Just gonna go quick little update here on what will be a Pro Street Dodge Challenger. Got a little bit of work done on it today. You can see this body's the one I'd started several years ago and already had the wheel wells cut out. So let's take the chassis out here. I assembled a little bit of the front suspension. Put in the spindles, the control arms. Got that all set up. These spindles aren't glued though. I'll glue them up later. I think this one's not glued. This one got a little in it. So I want to get it set straight before I wrap them up. Got a little tunnel out right here. I'll clean that up some. I got the interior tub here butchered. We'll see that in a minute. Oh, don't break it. There's the body still. Cut out the back seats here on the Challenger interior so I can make room for the tires. And there's a little piece here that I worked on the other day. Will sit in here like so. A little styrene work will happen in here. Some putty. Kind of get rid of these gaps in here. I'm going to fill those in best I can around it. You can see the profile. Kind of nice right there. If I can blend that in a little bit, maybe put a lip on here. If I can get that angled. We'll go from the back here. You can see my pointer there coming through. I'll get that to where it's blocked off. It's where you don't see it. Here, I might be able to do that right here and call that done. Contour that a little bit, profile it. Or do them both. I don't know yet. This is going to go together pretty good. As soon as I get the chassis set right in here. Once I get the body set, once I get this where I know it's going to go on here, the body will mount with, everything's going to depend on these two mounting tabs. As you can see, it has to sit back here. It sits nice. When everything's in here, it fits nice. And I just got to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to paint this all black, I thought about painting this black and then wiping off where the Mopar logo is. Just where that's, maybe add a little pop to that. But then again, I want it to look racier. It's going to have kind of a stock interior with the console and everything in here. So I don't know yet. It'll come to me. And I may only work on this a little bit at a time. This may be a longer project because it's a kit bash I've never done before too much. And in fact, hold on a minute. I'm going to grab something else I started that it needs finished also. It'll take me a minute to get to it. Where's that at? Yeah, hold on a minute. You gotta dig it out right here. This was going to be a kit bash with itself, kind of. A little bit of other stuff was coming into it. Pieces of another chassis. And I kind of didn't know what I was doing. And so eventually I may get another Chevelle Pro Street to kind of continue this build right here. The Nomad truck. El Nomero. Whatever you want to call it. This thing was all kinds of butchered. This is out of the Christine drag kit. This is half of the interior tub. This is the firewall out of Christine on here. Trying to make that work. This was that. This whole chassis here was narrowed a little bit. I can't remember what all I've done this. I started this a year ago. As you can see, it's quite a bit of ways from being finished. It was gonna be a pure drag truck. It still can be done. Getting everything cut into where it fit right. You know, and the interior with the interior, it does fit decent. And here the firewall sits, or the dash sits in nice. If I had me a 3D printer, which I'll get one of these days, this was part of the rear end. And then once I started working on it, I was like, man, I don't have a rear end to go in it, an axle. And so that's one thing I'm gonna work on. I just put these tabs in here to kind of hold it in place for fitment purposes. And it'll line up one of these days. It'll be kind of cool. So I'm not going to hurry on this thing. No need to hurry. I got all the parts for it. I got a motor started for it. It'll just be a kit that gets done when it gets done. But the more I'm looking into the 3D printing stuff, there's stuff I can do still recover with that, with the 3D printer, and parts you can get or I can buy. But I think I'd rather invest a little bit in the printer and teach myself, learn a little, and print my own little parts than to always buy. For $10 you can buy a file with different things in it and print them. Then you always have them. And don't need to make money at it. Recover my costs if I want to give something away. Sell them at a couple bucks rather than $12 for something printed, or 15. Because my time, if I print 20 of something at a time, I'm only going to use one or two. Sell them for $3, I still make a little bit of money. Not that I want to make money or have to. Just as long as I recover my cost, I think. Or trade parts for parts. Who knows? With that, I'm out. Happy modeling. See you next time.